Did you know that there could be a knight capable of mastering the technique of total deprivation of the senses, without ever having officially set foot in the sixth house of the sanctuary during the 12 houses? Well, the answer to this mystery could completely change everything we know about the future of the franchise and the role of the Virgo saint in the upcoming Zeus Saga. This would be the secret disciple of Shaka of Virgo. Hello, knights and amazons. Welcome to the Semprequis Saber channel. I'm Wesley, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the most explosive theories about the future of our favorite franchise. Prepare your Cosmo, because today we're talking about the Zeus Saga and the mystery behind the secret disciple of Shaka of Virgo. Did you like the topic? Then comment below where you're watching this video from. I'm always trying to reply to all your comments. And of course, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and let's get into this awesome video. What was the name of the only knight that Shaka of Virgo considered his true successor, long before Shun of Andromeda was even a possibility to wear that gold cloth? To understand the existence of a new disciple of Shaka, we first need to look at what we already know. In the classic Saint Seiya anime, specifically during the Sanctuary Saga, we were introduced to two characters who challenged Ikki of Phoenix on Cannon Island: Agara of Lotus and Shiva of Peacock. They called themselves disciples of Shaka and showed impressive mastery of Cosmo, using meditation to paralyze their opponents. Shiva, the Silver Saint of Peacock, and Agora, the Saint of Lotus, served as an extension of Shaka's will while the Gold Saint meditated in the Virgo temple. However, there is a crucial detail for fans. In Masami Kurumada's original manga, these characters never existed. Shaka of Virgo has always been portrayed as a master of himself, who achieved enlightenment without the need to pass on his teachings to immediate disciples during the modern era. This gap in the official canon opens a huge door for the Zeus Saga. With the end of Next Dimension and the imminent war against Olympus, the sanctuary is left weakened. The Gold Saints from Seiya's era perished at the Wall of Lamentation during the Hades Saga, leaving only Shun of Andromeda as the designated successor to the Virgo cloth. But this Shun was not the only legacy left by Shaka. The premise of the Zeus Saga puts us at a critical point. Athena Saorikido is tired of seeing her 5 bronze saints, Seiya, Shiryu, Ogashu, and Ikki, sacrificing themselves and suffering irreparable harm. After the battle against Hades and the temporal complications of Next Dimension, the goddess makes a drastic decision. She wants to spare her protege from the wrath of the Olympian gods. However, Zeus's troops, the powerful angels and the celestial warriors, will not wait for her. It is in this power vacuum, where the goddess needs new defenders who are not the 5 legendary ones, that the figure of Shaka's secret disciple emerges. Shaka being the man who possesses the Araya Shiki, the awakened 8th sense that allows him to travel through the world of the dead while maintaining consciousness, would have foreseen the need for an intermediary guardian, someone who could take action, even before Shun of Andromeda officially takes on the position of Virgo Gold Saint. This does not mean that his disciple will necessarily become the new Virgo Saint before Shun of Andromeda, but perhaps a powerful Silver Saint who will assist Athena in the ascent to Mount Olympus. Let's theorize now about the identity of this new warrior. According to the theory, his name is Ananda, a direct reference to one of Buddha's main disciples, known for his impeccable memory and for being the master's personal assistant. Unlike Shiva and Agora, who were saints with unusually shaped silver cloths, Ananda would have been kept in absolute secrecy. While Shaka was at the sanctuary in Greece, Ananda was completing his rigorous training on the banks of the Ganges River in India. His existence was known only by the Grand Master and by Shaka himself. Ananda was born in a small village near Varanasi. From an early age, he showed an extraordinary spiritual sensitivity, being able to see the spirits that wandered along the Ganges. Shaka, during one of his transcendental meditations, sensed the resonance of this young man's Cosmo and took him under his guidance. Ananda's training was not focused only on brute strength, but on existence itself. He spent years in absolute silence, depriving himself of speech to accumulate Cosmo, a technique similar to what Shaka did by keeping his eyes closed in the sacred caves. He learned the technique of sensory deprivation, but with a unique variation. While Shaka uses the treasure of heaven to remove the senses, Ananda developed the mantra of emptiness, a technique that not only removes the five physical senses, but also the opponent's perception of time, leaving him in a state of eternal limbo. Imagine Zeus's angels descending upon the sanctuary. Sayori is devastated, trying to face the enemy without the support of Seiya and the other bronze saints. Suddenly, a golden cosmo, yet softer and more ethereal, appears. At the entrance of the 12 houses, there is a young man wearing a shining silver cloth, but with details that resemble Buddhist iconography. Ananda introduces himself not as a replacement, but as the bridge to the new era. He is the interim heir to the Virgo saint's will. He enters the battle to prove that Shaka's teachings did not die in the underworld. His mission is to protect Saurikido and buy time for the new generation of saints to establish themselves, serving as the shield that the goddess so desires to prevent further suffering for her bronze saints. Ananda's technique, the mantra of emptiness, would be the key to facing Zeus's warriors, who possess senses far sharper than ordinary humans. By depriving a god of their temporal perception, Ananda levels the battlefield, allowing Athena's hope to remain alive. The name Ananda means happiness or bliss.
Em sânscrito, na mitologia.
Saint Seiya, this creates an epic contrast. While Shaka was austerity and divine judgment, the disciple represents compassion and direct protection of Athena's will. His powers make direct reference to the Dharma chakra, the wheel of law, symbolizing that Shaka's justice continues to turn. Even after his physical departure, this character could be a high-level silver saint, with a cosmo that rivals that of the gold saints. Just like Orpheus of Lyra, the idea that Shaka left a contingency plan in India makes perfect sense. With the foresighted and omniscient personality of the Virgo saint, this theory fills the gaps left by the anime and manga, creating a strong emotional bond with the legacy of Virgo Shaka. The Saga of Zeus promises to be the pinnacle of Kuramada's work, and the introduction of a disciple who masters sensory deprivation. It would be the perfect fan service combined with a coherent and powerful narrative. So, what did you think of this theory? Do you believe that Ananda would be a worthy ally to help Saurikido against Olympus? Or do you prefer that Shun immediately takes Shaka's place as the Virgo saint without any intermediary? Comment below what you expect from the Zeus Saga and if this secret disciple makes sense to you. And of course, thank you for watching this video until the end, and see you next time. Burn your Cosmo to infinity.